Leaving Quito and driving to Arutam was an incredibly jarring experience. You can kind of see this transformation. The drive just becomes a lot quieter, and all of a sudden you're surrounded by this scenery that's just so beautiful. Alternative Spring Break is a completely student-run organization. Our mission is kind of twofold. The first is to spend your spring break in a productive and constructive way. The second is to kind of foster relationships within the UVA community by engaging in a cultural exchange outside of the UVA community.
This week we've been staying with the Shuar people who live by the land basically. It's very much like a sustenance farming type of situation. That's the beauty of these trips. Learning to not just take what you see in a culture by the context of your own experience, but being able to understand like how their environment and their community has like shaped them in such a way.
This community doesn't have any access to medicinal companies like CVS, and so they have to grow all of their ingredients themselves.
So I'm a nursing student, and I just think it's really interesting studying about herbal medicines, and I thought that coming to the Amazon would be a great opportunity to find out what people who don't have pharmaceutical companies actually do when they get sick.
So this week we're building a greenhouse to plant medicinal plants.
So we woke up, had breakfast at 7, headed down to the shelter, carried a bunch of rocks, skinned trees, and put up netting above this orchid garden. Being able to see that part of their culture and their work ethic, it's taught me the importance of waking up and seizing the day and being excited to work every day.
We think in terms of drugs. When we all came here, we're like, oh, let's all get Cipro in case we get traveler's diarrhea. And I just think it's so interesting to come to a community that's so removed from that and to really get to study how they treat sickness. We spoke with Jose, and he was explaining how there's a lot of common knowledge with medicines, and we picked all these different ingredients and we made a tea for stomach pain. And it was just so cool that it's all right there.
Letting us see how they live and how they're able to practice medicine and live in a sustainable way, and I think we get a lot out of it.
Not knowing anyone prior, I was kind of scared.
Being in such a different environment with different people just brings about a lot of eye-opening experiences. The culture exchange with the Shuar people here, as well as with the other people from the University of Virginia that I don't interact with on a daily basis.
So we do a lot of like strenuous work throughout the week, but we get immersed in the culture a lot throughout the week as well. We've been able to get these like face tattoos. We've also been able to enjoy the bounty of the Amazon, particularly through this trip we took to the waterfall. That was like the epitome of nature's beauty.
We followed a guide through the forest, which was really educational as well because he showed us poisonous plants and medicinal plants as well. Then we had to scale down some rocks with a rope, and it was really tough. Once we got down to the bottom, it was almost a euphoric feeling to overcome such a hard obstacle, and it really just set the tone for the trip.
It was really shown during that waterfall hike how much not only did they persevere, but that they helped their fellow man as well. Everyone just epitomized what the UVA community really is about. All these people from different walks of life, different social circles were able to come together and help each other enjoy this bit of culture that the Shuar people have.